Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be my February favorites slash current favorites because I did not film a January favorites, so I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you about, so I'm going to just jump straight into this video. To start things off, I'm going to talk about my random favorites. The first thing I have is this drink. It is made by the brand Califia Farms, and it is a cold brew coffee made with almond milk, only 120 calories, soy-free, dairy-free, and it is the flavor salted caramel. They also do a mocha flavored one, I believe. I haven't tried that one, but I saw the salted caramel. I picked it up at Target, I believe, and I tried it, and it's so good. They're so good. And normally I drink almond milk. I don't drink regular milk. But normally I don't really like almond milk in my coffee. It doesn't taste very good to me. But this is absolutely delicious. I'm not sure if this exact one comes in bigger sizes. I haven't seen them. I've seen the mocha flavored one, the regular cold brew, in the bigger containers, but I haven't seen this specific flavor, and this one is unreal. So, so good. So I'm hoping that they make it in separate and bigger containers because the small one costs $2.99, which is actually a little bit cheaper than like a caramel macchiato from Starbucks, which is my usual go-to. But yeah, these are delicious. I highly recommend picking them up if you like cold coffee. My next couple of favorites are like book related things. The first thing I want to talk about is this little Moleskine notebook. I picked this up from Target in a pack of 3, and they're just very, very thin, very flexible, bendable. I find this absolutely perfect to put in my purse, in my bag, because I do carry a planner with me at all times, but it's not a very small planner, so it's not something that I can just throw in my bag. This is perfect for like shopping lists, to-do lists, organization lists. Like I have a whole bunch of grocery lists, to-do lists, organization lists in here, books that I want to read, just like all sorts of things in here. And I find it so, so easy. It's so handy. I just put it in my bag. It's very small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And it came in a pack of 3 for like $10, I think. So yeah, I absolutely am loving this little guy. It just helps. I just get so pleased and so happy and everything when I'm like being really, really organized with my life, and this helps me stay organized. So I just really love it. So the next favorite is a book favorite. I read this in February and at the beginning of February, and I finished it, I want to say about like 2 weeks ago. It's called The Mothers by Britt Bennett, and it is a novel, a New York Times best-selling book. It's a fantastic read. I really, really loved it. It's not about a group of mothers per se. It's about women who have been mothers, who have been pregnant, who have been all sorts of mom styles, I guess you could say. I think that I'm doing a crap job, but it's such a great, great book. I highly recommend that if you're in your local bookstore that you pick this up and read the synopsis of it. It was fantastic. I really, really liked it, and yeah, I really loved this book. The next favorite is a magazine favorite. I've never had a magazine favorite, but this magazine in particular I picked up from Barnes & Noble, and I'm not a huge fan of like People magazines and like lifestyle, I don't remember even what they're called, but the gossipy sort of magazines, I'm not a huge fan of those. Like I do occasionally like the like Vogue and things like that, but I saw this and I immediately was drawn in by the like what it says on the cover. It's a magazine called O'Comely, And it says stories, culture, curiosities, makers, ideas. Women who work in the dark, jumpers that feel like hugs, how books smell, what your bedroom says about you. And I think it was the line, how books smell, that drew me in, because I've always been a bookworm and a book nerd, and I love the feeling of an old book and its pages that are all kind of crinkly, and you can tell that it was like a well-loved book. And when you open a book, the way it sounds and the way it smells, and I'm a weirdo, but that line obviously proves that there are people like me out there in the world. But yeah, I really loved this. On the back it says hashtag one good thing, staying in your pajamas all day long. That is me in a nutshell. And it's basically just a book about everything, really. I mean, like, there's some really cool, like, stories on, like, specific women. There's some styling stories. There's our favorite books of 2017. And I just love the aesthetic of it. It's very minimalist, but it's very, like, chock full of, like, really interesting women and their stories and different types of fashion. And you know, it's just it's a really, really good female magazine. So yeah, I think they do a bi-monthly subscription, so like they only come out with a magazine every other month, not every month. So I think I'm actually going to subscribe to them, because that's how much I really loved this magazine. And I think their newest one is already out. I didn't see it at my local Barnes and Noble, but I went on their website and I think it's already out. So, but yeah, I highly recommend giving this a little perusal next time that you're at your local bookstore. So my last random favorite is plants. So funny story, I used to be I used to kill plants. Like, no matter what the plant was, I would kill it. And it frustrated me so much, because I wanted to be one of those people that could have plants and they live and they're beautiful, and you know, people would come over and be like, wow, what a beautiful plant, and I'd be like, thank you. I've kept it alive for like 3 years, and I was just so frustrated. But I think about like 2 years ago, I got back into plants and I did my research, but I also kind of, instead of, you know, worrying so much about like how to keep your plants alive, I kind of let my plants tell me. So, but yeah, I have like plants all over my house. I have plants on my back porch. I have plants a lot in my bedroom. I have them in my bathroom. I have them in my kitchen. I love plants, and I've definitely gotten much better. But this is one of my favorite plants, actually. It's very drapey, as you can see. And it grows like a weed. It grows so quickly, especially if you take care of it. But this is a type of pothos plant. It's very leafy. They come in a lot of different varieties. Like, the leaves will be different colors, just plain green, or they will have this like whitish color on them as well. And they just eventually just start to drape and grow. And I feel this is my favorite plant to put in like the macrame hanging things, hanging macrame things that you put a pot in and you hang like a plant from your ceiling. I have one of those in the corner of my bedroom, and I love the way that it looks. I also have two in front of my bedroom window, and this one sits in the corner of my dresser next to my TV, which my husband hates because it kind of blocks like the tiniest little corner of the TV, but whatever. But yeah, I really love pothos plants. This planter actually is from West Elm as well, so I will see if they still have it. If they do, I will leave it in the description box down below. The next plant I just want to show you is this guy, and I kept the little tag that it comes with. I got this at Lowe's, I think, and I kept the little tag that it comes with because I have quite a big selection of plants, and I didn't want to forget what this one was called because I thought it was really interesting. And it's called Rabbit Foot Fern. I love this. I love leafy plants. I'm not such a huge fan of like flowers and stuff like that. I like more like cactuses and leaves and stuff like that. That's my preference. But this, I've never had a fern before, but I saw this at Lowe's and I thought it was really interesting. So yeah, I really love this one. And this is a more of a low maintenance plant, as well as the pothos. Pothos are very, very low maintenance. So if you're starting out with plants, I highly recommend like a snake plant, pothos plants. Cactuses are really easy as well. Succulents obviously are also very easy. Do not be fooled by people telling you that peace lilies are the easiest plants to keep indoors. I have tried so hard with peace lilies, and they are such an irritable plant. They are so temperamental and hard to keep alive and keep happy. So, I mean, fair warning. But yeah, I got this planter from Anthropology, I believe, and I went in there and I saw it and I immediately thought that it was a planter, and I went up to the counter and was checking out, and the lady was like, "Oh, so what are you gonna put in this?" And I was like, "A plant?" And she's like, "Oh, that's a good idea. I would have put like jewelry in it or something." And I was like, "Is it not supposed to be a planter?" And she said she wasn't sure, but I'll leave it in the description box down below, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a planter. I got it recently, so it should still be on the Anthropology website. But yeah, definitely been getting back into planting, and it's just so beautiful. I love it. So yeah. All right, so I saved my beauty bits and pieces for last. I have one hair care favorite, and this, I believe you guys would have seen this in a haul video that I did. I got this from Sephora. It is the IGK Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm. I bloody love this. This is such a fantastic product. It smells like coconuts. So basically what I do is I jump in the shower, wash my hair as per the usual. I will put my hair up in a towel and let it towel dry for just a little bit, just so it's not sopping wet. And then when I take it out of my hair out of the towel, I will put a heat protectant in my hair, and then I will go in with this, and this is just basically a hydrating balm. It's really good for the ends, especially just because I just recently did the balayage and went a lot more blonde at the ends. This has really been helping keeping my ends hydrated and soft and, alive. So yeah, I really, really love this, and it has a lot of great reviews on the Sephora website, so I highly recommend keeping your eyeball out for this bad boy. The next product I want to talk to you guys about is something that I also believe that I hauled, and this is the Tan Luxe The Butter Illuminating Tanning Butter. This stuff is freaking amazing. Amazing. I have tried a lot of different like gradual tanners, one by Saint Tropez. I have like the $1 Million something, which I actually quite like that one, but it can streak a little bit if you're not careful. This stuff is unreal, does not smell at all, and it is literally like a lotion. I get out of the shower. It doesn't say that you have to hydrate your skin beforehand, but I just kind of like to just put lotion wherever I'm going to be applying this so that it sticks well or stays well. It doesn't go on top of like dry skin. I'd prefer for it to go on top of like hydrated skin, but this stuff is amazing. I had no streaks whatsoever. It gave me such a gorgeous, beautiful, glowing skin tan. It gave me such a gorgeous, beautiful, glowing tan. I just applied it to my legs because my arms are already quite tan, and my legs are actually super pale. Go figure. And I know I live in Florida. Everyone gives me crap because I live in Florida and I'm pale, but I'm not a huge beach person and I don't really go out in the sun and like bake. So I am pale and I'm okay with that. So, but yeah, I highly, highly recommend this. It's a little bit pricey. I believe it's $36, but so worth it if you are pale or you're going to an event and you need to, tan up and bronze up your legs or something like that. It's amazing, 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 amazing. The next couple of things I have are skincare items. This product is by a brand called Frank Body. I've never tried them before. I have heard about them. I believe Urban Outfitters carries them, but I just recently noticed that my local Ulta carries them as well. So I was perusing that sort of section and I found the Frank Body products, and this was, just a product that kind of spoke to me. This is the Glow Mask. I absolutely love this. It's a creamy consistency, kind of like a moisturizer. You put it on your face, you leave it on for about like 10 or so minutes. It says 5 minutes. I normally leave it on for about 10 minutes. But you leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes and then you rinse it off and your skin is just glowy and moisturized, and I just really love this. It's not a detoxifying mask by any means. It just kind of puts that glow and that radiance and that moisture back into your face, and yeah, I really, really love it. It feels really nice when you put it on. It just kind of feels like if your skin's just really going through like a dry spell and you put this on top, it just really kind of just sinks in and feels very moisturizing, and it feels really lovely. And yeah, I really like this. I don't know if it has a scent or not, but not really. It smells slightly of like maybe like shea butter perhaps, but other than that, it's, doesn't have like a strong scent or anything. The next skincare product that I have absolutely been loving is also by a brand I've never tried anything from before. It's by a brand called Indie Lee, and this is their brightening cleanser. It is a weird consistency in the bottle. It's got like bubbles and stuff in it, so I thought it was going to be really thick. And when you pump it out, it is a little bit thicker, but it is a fantastic, fantastic cleanser. I absolutely love it. I do notice a difference in the brightness of my skin. I use this not every single day, but most days I will use this. And I definitely do see a difference in the brightness and the tone of my skin. If my skin's feeling a little bit lackluster and dull, it has a very mild scent. It's kind of like chamomile sort of scented, so it doesn't like aggravate or bother my skin at all. But yeah, I really love this brand. I definitely want to try out some more items from them. They're paraben-free, phthalate-free, sulfate-free, artificial fragrance-free, and no animal testing. So yeah, I love the packaging, very simplistic, very minimalist, and yeah, it's just, I really, really love this product. All right, I have two more skincare products. One is by the brand The Ordinary. Never tried anything from them before either, but I noticed that Sephora started carrying The Ordinary before. I believe the only place that I ever saw it at was Beautylish, but I saw it on the Sephora website, and I picked up two things from them. The other thing that I picked up was the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. I have a lot of moisturizers, to be honest. Moisturizers is like one of my favorite skincare items to purchase. So I've used this a couple of times. I like it, but I haven't used it enough to really be like, wow. But this, on the other hand, I have used pretty much every single night since I got it, which was towards the end of January, I believe. But this is a caffeine solution, 5% plus EGCG, whatever the hell that means. Reduces appearance of eye contour pigmentation and of puffiness. This stuff is amazing. It doesn't really have a scent. Yeah, no, it doesn't have a scent at all. A little goes a long way. I literally fill the little pipette dropper, put it on my ring fingers, rub my ring fingers together, and just do like that C motion around the contours of my eyes, and that's it. So you need like one drop every night. But yeah, I've noticed a huge difference on the puffiness and stuff around my eyes, especially because I've been so busy lately. I have not been getting an adequate amount of sleep. This has been a lifesaver. The next product I want to talk about is from a brand. Again, I've been trying new brands a lot. So this is again from a company that I've never tried anything from before. This is French Girl. So I believe that this is the story. French Girl started off as a like personally owned business on Etsy. And then I guess the girl who created the brand really got a lot of recognition, and now she has her own sort of brand outside of Etsy. And it's got fantastic reviews, and I think it was Instagram that I heard about this brand. And so yeah, I went onto the website and I purchased this. This is the Creme Lumiere Facial Moisturizer Rose de Maroc. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I believe it's rose scented. Yeah, definitely rose scented. If you're not a huge rose person, this definitely smells of roses. You might not like this. I believe that they have another scent. I can't remember what it is, but this stuff is unreal. I use this at nighttime, not in the mornings. This is super moisturizing. And I wake up in the morning and my skin is just unbelievably soft. This stuff is so good. This is the 1 ounce bottle. I believe that they have a 2 ounce bottle, but I don't think they make anything bigger than that, which I was actually kind of surprised about. But I tried the 1 ounce bottle because I wasn't sure if I was gonna love it because it was rose scented, and typically I do like rose scented things, but yeah. But yeah, definitely love this. When I run out of this one, I will definitely be repurchasing it in a bigger bottle. Now my last category is makeup. I'm going to try to whiz through this. First product is an oldie but a goodie, and I have been using it so much recently. I don't think Target carries this anymore. I don't know if Sonia Kashuk stopped making it, but I went onto the Target website and I could not find it for you guys. So I saw that Amazon was carrying it, so I will leave that description link. I will leave that link in the description box for you. But this is the Eye on Neutral Matte 02 palette, and this palette is just amazing. Like, it's got every single color that you could possibly need to create a daytime, date night, smoky, heavy smoky, like any look that you could possibly need. It takes you from day to night. They are all mattes. There are no shimmers in this palette whatsoever, but it's a lot of neutrals. I just absolutely love this palette. I love every single color. The pigmentation is really great. They're not, powdery. They're really buttery. They're smooth. They're easy to blend. I just absolutely love this palette. I think one of my favorite colors is this middle brown one right here. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Naked shade. But yeah, I just absolutely love this palette. I've had it for a little while now, but I've just been using it so much recently. The next product is something I've really been loving. I wanted to get my hands on this for a while. I heard Amelia Liana mention it quite a while ago, and I was kind of dilly-dallying around if I wanted to buy it or not, because I do have a couple of like contour palettes as it is, but I bit the bullet. The packaging is beautiful. This is the NARS, probably gonna butcher this as well, NARS Bord de Plage palette, and it is the highlighting and bronzing palette. So it comes with 6 different powders in here. You've got 2 bronzing shades right here. Of course, one of them's Laguna. And then you've got 4 highlighting shades. I absolutely love every single one of these highlighting shades. All of them are fantastic. All of them are buttery, easy to blend. They are phenomenal. Obviously, I love Laguna. And then this shade down here, which is Casino, I've actually been using as a contour shade, and then Laguna as my bronzing shade. Casino is a little bit darker than Laguna, so it's been working really nicely as a nice contour shade for me. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I use it almost every single freaking day. It is unreal. It's amazing. It's limited edition, I believe. So if you would like it, I highly recommend going to Sephora, buying it ASAP. Next few things, another oldie but a goodie. I am almost completely out of this. I actually, when I first purchased this, hated it. But then I played with it a little bit more, got the hang of what worked and what didn't, how to apply it and how not to apply it. But this is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Illumination CC Cream. The other one, they have one that's Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This one's with a little luminosity. I have never tried the original. I've only tried this one, so I really can't compare the two. I'm in the shade Light, but I absolutely love this. I apply it with a beauty blender, and it just gives flawless skin, your skin but better coverage. I absolutely love it. It makes my skin look so dewy and amazing during summer and spring. It's a definite must-have for me, and it's got SPF 50 in it. I love this. I cannot say enough good things about it. The next product is a new product to Sephora. I got this at the beginning of February. This is the Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick. So not the original. The original blur stick gives you a matte. This is a primer, so it gives you a matte finish. This gives you a luminous finish. I absolutely love this. I really was unsure if I was gonna like it or not. It's in stick form. It's bulky. It's clunky. I didn't know if I was gonna really like it, and it kind of seems gimmicky. But this stuff is actually really, really amazing. You just basically open it up, rub it on your face, take your fingers and blend it out, and it gives you such a beautiful, poreless, luminous finish to your face, and your foundation on top just looks great. I mean, I really, really, really love this. I haven't tried the other one, so I really can't say I recommend this one over the other one, but if you're looking for something, a primer to give you a little bit more dewy, glowy, luminous skin, I highly recommend this. And then the last 3 products I have are, this is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power, but in the super skinny version. I saw this on Beautylish, and I was really intrigued because I really love the original Brow Power, but the stick is almost a little bit too thick. This one is more like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It's very thin, so you can really get those like hair-like strokes. I really, really love this. I've actually been using this since like mid-January, and it's amazing. Mine is in the shade, what are you? Universal Medium Brown. I think that's the only shade. I can't remember. I will leave it in the description box down below. But I haven't seen anyone else carry this. I don't know if this is just a Beautylish exclusive, but I really, really love this. If you're a fan of the original Brow Power, I highly recommend trying this, and it gives you a little bit more precision. So yeah, really, really love this. And then my last 2 favorites are the Glossier Generation G lipsticks. Freaking love these. Oh my word. I know that they are super popular. A lot of people love them. I had not tried them. Finally bit the bullet. bought them and I cannot get enough. I got mine in the shade Cake, which is a like peachy nude, and I absolutely love this one. And then I got the other one in the shade Like, which is basically just a dusty pinky color, basically like a Your Lips But Better color. It looks like, you know, the red pinky pigmentation of your lips. I absolutely love these. They're super, super hydrating. I wish they were a little bit more long lasting than they are, but totally fine. I think they're $18 a piece. I love how easy and simple the packaging is. They actually remind me a lot of the ColourPop blotted lip packaging. The blotted lips are a little bit bigger, but I mean, very simple, very, very similar to those. The difference between those two, though, is that the ColourPop ones are a little bit more drying, whereas these ones are super hydrating. So yeah, I really, really love this. I have been using Cake non-stop, and I've hardly even made a dent in it. I'm really surprised that I haven't used it all up. If you haven't tried these, I highly recommend getting your hands on them. I'm probably gonna go and buy all the other colors as well, so we shall see. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button to see future videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.